This meeting to order. And item 2 is meeting with county officers and department heads regarding county officers' annual report and incident needs. So I'll hand this meeting over to you, Marilyn.
Okay. The district attorney?
Well, our request is pretty much the same as last year, except we are requesting $500 a month plus cost, which totals $6,513.53 to help pay for Lo Bartow, the civil attorney's salary. We're also working on increasing his time. I'm not real sure he wants to agree to that yet, but that's what we're working on. Currently, he's 10 hours a week, but he works much more than 10 hours a week. Previously, Payne County has picked up all of this for Lowell, and we just decided we should ask if you can too. Now, the maintenance and operation, the book request is $6,000. The M&O is $36,000. That is fully reimbursed by us to the county. And that's all that's new in our budget.
Okay, thank you.
And that says DA law books, but that's M&O.
No,
No, one's books and
Okay.
one's M&O.
Okay.
if you look, and let me explain, this spreadsheet is the compilation of the individual,
Okay.
and I've given you
Yeah.
the individual, they're in order as the agenda order on the individual.
And that, you could actually see this 6,000 could go down this year because we've terminated a contract that a former assistant wanted to have really bad that we find unnecessary. So it could decrease this year.
Thank you. All in favor?
Now,
No, not for that, we don't do them
no,
individually.
there's no action
I
on
mean,
these.
okay, thank you.
However, they are spaced at 10 minutes apart, because
Okay.
you never know how long they're going to take, and
All
the
right.
election board, oh, Shalene is here.
As long as you. So we need to wait to see more. What do we do?
That's gonna be up to the board. The agenda says 8:40. I think in the past it's kind of moved along. That's up to you all. You just never know how long they're gonna take.
Election board here?
Yes.
Okay, okay, you're the election board. Okay. Well, the sheriff is what we've got in there. Oh, we've got election board in there, we don't have that. Okay, if I can get myself shuffled around here, excuse me. Okay, election board.
We're pretty much asking for the same as last year. The only change is, she asked for an increase in our salaries. And she's at a workshop today, if you have any questions for her.
It's the same as last board, you said, last year.
Pretty much, she said the only change was our salary.
All righty, thank you.
And that's not a difference in the number of positions or anything, it just
Right.
raises.
Okay.
Hi, Michael. This is Kurt Cole.
Sorry about that.
So I guess we can go ahead, the sheriff's here,
Yes,
okay,
ours is the same as last year.
same as last year's. Okay. Okay, court clerk,
Mine is actually going to go down.
oh, I'm impressed.
Good job.
I submitted for another employee because statute says county and excise board approves it. Because we thought our budget was going to be cut by the court fund. And I just got my budget back and they approved it all. So I can knock my estimated needs down in the personnel services to $141,899.
Sweet.
8 what?
$8.99.
$8.99, okay, thank you very much. Civil defense,
Yes,
there
ma'am.
he is.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess I can't read. Yeah,
What are you,
It's on the second page.
Okay. thank you. Any changes in yours?
It bumped up just a tad.
Okay,
Siren maintenance, or storm sirens. Bumped it up just a little bit. Our M&O, just a tad, just because everything is going up, seems like bill-wise. Travel expense, been the same as what it's always been. So try to be a good steward and do the right thing. Go from there.
okay, so we need to stop. Okay,
it's up to you then.
okay, we'll have a little recess here.
What's the commissioner's thoughts on, I mean, if they're here, do you care if we go ahead, or?
Yeah,
Since
we're
there's no real
ready to
input.
roll. If y'all's ready.
Okay. Extension office.
They are not here.
Free fair is not here. Just go down to the assessor.
She's not here, so
Oh, so we already.
So we are.
if y'all wanna go to recess or stay in session and sit here, I don't,
You said.
You need a motion?
Y'all wanna go ahead and do the commissioners on the general government?
You wanna go ahead and do that?
it's up to you all.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and get, let's go ahead and get our
Yeah,
check,
let's get it.
Yeah.
check approval out of the way, that addendum. You wanna do the addendum?
That's it, general government.
I think ours is, kinda.
Monty, I don't think you heard, what Marvin said.
Oh, we can do that, actually, we can do both, we can do that, and then could we do the addendum,
Oh, sure,
to the meeting?
yeah.
To
What
accept
one do
the,
first?
to accept the check, whichever, it's fine, whatever,
Okay.
I mean, we gotta do both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so I put it down, I'm gonna put the excise board in recess, is that what you all are asking? And then they're gonna take care of what? No,
but
they're doing theirs, okay, I got confused.
Go do our,
Here, Mike, you wanna do this?
okay, where are we at here? On our building maintenance, our estimate of needs is grand total of $660,700. That includes personnel services, 22, the part-time help, 2,500, just in case we do need that. 440,000 for maintenance. And operations, capital outlay was 100,000.
What we did on this, that we added a new line item, building maintenance, we cut the capital outlay, we had it carry over last year. So we took 90,000 out of the capital outlay and added a line item for building maintenance. We would like to do some upgrades on the courthouse, and
Yes.
so we actually increased, or made a new line item for 90 and cut the capital outlay by 90.
We just buy some nets to catch the rocks all over the top of the building.
Okay.
That's about it on general government. What's next on our list? Insurance.
Insurance. And for that, our total is gonna be $1,437,597. Our, workman's comp, we're leaving it the same. Our employment, isn't it? No, I'm sorry, it was 164,000 last year. we're going up to $172,597. They
They've already gave us our
number.
numbers on that.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
So unemployment, we used, what did we use, 17,620, but we're needing 35,000 on unemployment. Retirement, 360,000 is what we'll need. We've had a few increases in cost in people. FICA has gone up to 162,000. Employee health insurance, 708,000 is what we're gonna need on that one in order to cover all employees. But there's a lot of employees that don't use that, but we have to just assume that we will have to use all of that. So we'll see how it all transpires.
So on insurance, workman's comp's the only one that went up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure health insurance will too. We haven't got.
Yeah, we haven't got any numbers on it.
And we did have a carryover on it, but, you know, I'd rather have a carryover on that
Absolutely.
than not be able to fund it.
All right.
Yeah.
So then on our commissioners, personnel services, we were, what was it?
Didn't we already do that?
Not on this, we haven't. We've gone up 7,000 on that, isn't that 7,000? I thought it was zeros. Almost 7,000, 6,500 we're going up on our personnel services.
And that's not for the commissioners, I mean, that's for the secretary in the office.
Right. Right.
Last year I funded it out of my own nose, this year we're gonna fund half and half, so.
Right. So in our part-time, we just want to leave that open with $5. Travel expense, we've gone down on that to 14,400. I've stopped taking any kind of travel expense on that. Maintenance and operation, we have $500. We figure we'll cut it. And capital outlay, just leaving that open. Anyhow, grand total $201,910.
Which overall is down
It's
3,000.
down 3,000, yeah. And then charity,
Charity, we just left it the same, last year we asked for 1,200 and this year
maybe.
we just.
you never know when those are gonna come in. In fact, didn't we have another one just come in? It's gonna be, we did.
Is that also
think
the fund you used to bury indigent?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
In case somebody's body's up and down, yes.
Believe me, we don't have as bad as some counties.
I think we've only had one or two this year, so.
That's one there, I think. That it? Nope, we got the highway budget count. Just what we would like to have. We'd like to have 100,000 each for each of the road districts. Yeah. So we're asking for $300,000.
That's what we got last year, we just left it the same.
Yep,
That winds us up.
it does.
And then you guys had
Other
something.
than,
We got an addendum.
Yeah, we got.
and taking over the meeting again, we do have one item.
Hang on, y'all got any questions on?
Any questions?
Marilyn, do you have any questions?
We pretty well get it.
All right, thank you.
Questions? All right. We have consideration and possible action on approving resolution accepting $92,907 donation from High Chaparral Development Company Incorporated to District Number 2 for road prep and paving Anderson Road, 0.4 miles north of Waterloo Road. Do I hear a motion to accept the check?
So moved.
Second.
Oh.
It's there.
Well said.
No, you're in the wrong meeting, pardon me.
I'll second
All right, all in favor?
it. Aye.
Aye. All right, item 2, comments, announcements, questions by the Board of County Commissioners. Not hearing any questions. we'll turn this meeting back over to the chairman of the excise board. Thank you.
Where do we go next?
I do not see extension in Creek there, or the assessor here, or the treasurer yet. Commissioners have done theirs. If you want, I can do mine.
Okay.
So I am asking for more. I'm asking for an additional employee and raises for the existing employees. On the first page of your packet, you'll see that the office through June 15th has generated $302,000 straight to the general fund budget. And I'm only asking for $298,805 in total back out of that. So I'm not even asking for anything that isn't generated by my office. The land record side, I have enough employees. I need another one on the clerk side. We are just completely pushed to the limit with the work we're doing on that side. I'm also asking for $5,000 more in maintenance and operations. Again, that still falls into less than the office generated. But to cover, my M&O I only use for the monthly bills and for postage. Every other supply, every cost, every piece of equipment I pay from the fee accounts. Postage has just gotten extremely excessive, so that's the reason for that. And I will point out that that actually comes under the special estimate of needs that is collected from the fire departments annually to pay for the cost of operating their sales tax accounts, which we get $15,000 back from them. So it's really just covering that cost. So overall, I'm asking for $298,805, which is less than 40. It's $32,000 more than last year to add an employee and give some raises.
Thank you.
How long has it been since you added an employee?
There were 7 of us when I became clerk, and there still is 7 of us. I will tell you, when I started working in the clerk's office, I was the 3rd person to join the clerk side. At that time, we had about 85 county employees because we do payroll on that side. We're now pushing 145 to 150. We're up to 6,000 purchase orders a year. We've done 27 bids this year. We've done that with 1 purchasing, 1 payroll, and the clerk. And we can't keep up. We're having to push back stuff that isn't as priority to try to just stay up.
Okay. Who's next? Extension free there.
Actually, the last ones that would be for this excise board,
Okay.
and it hadn't changed,
Okay.
so, and you all have a copy.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so we need to take a small recess till the rest of them get
It's
here.
up to you.
Well, we can't go on without them, can we? Okay, let's call for a short recess here. Call us back in session.
County Commissioners calling this meeting back to order.
Give us the name of who we need to call.
Extension office.
All right, there we go. You want to tell us what you want us to know?
Our current, or the budget we proposed for next year is pretty similar to what we've been running. The most significant difference is that OSU continues to increase the amount the county has to cover, and that's as a result of the cuts in higher ed. And then we already know that next year that's going to be a greater increase. They're going to be increase that bump up where it says 3% salary fringe next year is going to increase by $4,000. So we'll just let you have that heads up, but that's basically the difference between the 2 years. I did increase the M&O just a little bit to cover some of the increase in cost, but it's not a real significant increase. Do you have any questions about it?
just hope you can do it all.
I hope you can too.
Now, who's next? Been there, gone past, or whatever.
Should be right behind that.
What'd you say, free fair? Okay, the free fair. Want to talk about it?
Well, I'm gonna have to tell you right now, I'm very new to it, only been on it a couple of months. Been around the fairgrounds and stuff, and I've already seen, a lot of good improvements made with the money they had last year, and I believe we presented some stuff that'll be very beneficial to the county and to the fairgrounds for this coming year to, fix some leaks in the, show arena. We've seen the work that the people done on the educational building, and it looks like they've done a great job on it. And I believe what they've submitted would be a good improvement to our fairgrounds.
Kind of hard to have a sheep show when the kids take so long fluffing them up and they get in the show barn and the rain comes through and ruins.
Yeah.
Or if you're showing in mud or whatever.
Yeah.
So we should be better off.
I think it would, I know they've done some other improvements to the outsides of it to make it look nicer, and it'll probably make it more appealing to rent it out and use it in the future.
Thank you.
I don't know we're not taking any action, but just so you know, I mean, when we do take action on this, I have to recuse myself because my wife's on that board. So you decision on that.
Okay, Troy, what's next?
I don't see the assessor here, but the treasurer is. I can, Tisha's actually, I think, in class today, and her
Carol
first
was
step.
gonna come over, I just spoke with
Okay.
her, but she thought that y'all were gonna stick to the time slots. But she's ready, I just talked to her.
And who?
If you want to go ahead and do the treasurer, who's
Okay,
here,
all right,
and if you'd like, I can go keep my head in as the assessors.
okay, that'd be great. Thank you. We're doing now the treasure. Where is the treasure?
You don't need us to read them, right?
No, thank you.
We're on our way
Thank
to
you.
4-H.
Oh, boy.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we'll be around for a while. Thank you.
Lost the treasure. Too bad. There it is, there it is, okay.
My budget's the same, pretty much the same as last year.
Pretty close, pretty close. Thank you all for good work you've been doing.
Thank you.
So we need, did we do civil defense?
Yes, you're on the
Okay.
assessor and reval.
Assessor and reval.
That would be me.
That is you, okay.
She was asking for personnel raise for each person of about $100 a month. And the task contract went up a few $1,000s, but I wanted to let you know that the petroleum companies only rendered $215 million. With task, they ended up with $88 million more.
Good.
So that's a good use of our money on that. And our travel and expenses have gone up because we've got 2 new employees that have to go to school. It's a requirement to do 7 classes.
Okay.
And so there's extra expenses involved with that.
All righty, thank you.
Okay.
covers all the officers.
We have no one else to see? We're through?
Close
Yeah,
to
everybody
it.
through? That we need?
That's all that's on the agenda.
Okay.
However you all want to handle it.
And then the excise board.
They did theirs,
They
it's the
did
same as
theirs.
last year.
So are we done?
If we don't, if anyone doesn't have anything else they wanna say or do, I'll call this meeting.
Does anybody have a problem with us adjourning before the, you know, some of these lists, I mean, we've talked.
Well, they're all, we've talked to
Does
everybody.
anybody object?
Just accepting the reports?
Thank you.
Okay. The county commissioners, you wanna visit about that? We'd like to go back to item number 2 on the addendum. And, I think we have another comment announcement.
I just bring it up today, I did visit with the DA's office about the PASS program, and they plan on starting to put that to use here this next week. So everybody's on board and ready to go with that deal.
Okay,
If I may,
yes.
just to notify you all, the collection through the court system for reimbursement for the housing of juvenile detention expenses evidently is moving forward. I received a phone call from OJA that they would just like a letter that states that that is going to start occurring in Logan County. So I thought that I would prepare a letter to bring to the board for approval. But that's what it's about. They just want something that they can put in their file that says Logan County is going to seek reimbursement for the juvenile detention housing costs.
Okay.
Any other comments?
Well, I could, but I thought we'd better off keeping the mouth shut.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
All
I'll
in
turn
favor?
a motion to adjourn our side of it.
Aye.
So moved.